In today's economy, landing a job that pays over $200,000 per year is something many people dream of achieving. On the surface, these six-figure salary positions seem extremely lucrative and prestigious. However, if we take a closer look at some of these high-paying roles, it's possible they may not actually deserve the compensation levels they command. While the pay stubs for these careers are undeniably large, we must consider the specific work responsibilities and efforts truly required on a day-to-day basis.
Hey, are you still cleaning?
Rather than automatically equating high income with value or importance, we need to analyze the roles objectively and match the remuneration to the actual work performed.
Fewer than 20% of Americans have a bachelor's degree.
And while many high school seniors will head to college in the fall, you don't necessarily need 4 years of higher education to make a good living.
Everybody always thinks that you get rich by being a doctor, and it's not untrue, but it isn't quite that simple.
In this video, I will profile 5 jobs that may be paying far more than what their efforts merit. Number 5, social media influencers.
Let's get over to Kate Rogers, who is taking a behind-the-scenes look at how social media stars, or what we call the influencers, operate their online presence like a business.
These influencers are cashing in on their own authenticity, turning it into big business.
The role of a social media influencer is considered to be one of the most profitable jobs. However, some people argue that earning high salaries of over $250,000 is not deserved given their actual responsibilities. I mean, the primary role of influencers is to create and post original content regularly on popular social media platforms like YouTube, Instagram, and TikTok.
Let's get it, baby. Woo! You gotta add a peanut butter? Oh, no, don't use this. I got my own peanut butter, man, Professor Nuts peanut butter. All right? Zero fat, zero sugar, all right? Zero carb, less in calories.
Influencers can capture, share, edit, and schedule content with ease thanks to technology. They have the freedom to post at their convenience, while influencers also aim to build vibrant online communities and engage with followers. This largely takes place through passive means like responding to comments leisurely from any location. Interacting is hardly an intense around-the-clock workload. While creative skills are crucial, it's reasonable to question whether such responsibilities merit annual salaries that even Fortune 500 CEOs rarely see. Some top influencers prove that very lucrative careers are possible in this field. For instance, Charli D'Amelio, one of the highest-paid TikTokers at just 20 years old, earns an estimated $17.5 million annually, primarily from sponsored deals paying over $100,000 per post. However, most success in this field is driven mainly by viral trends outside one's control. So the extent to which these roles truly warrant compensation exceeding $250,000 salaries remains open to fair debate, given their non-intensive, flexible, and loosely defined nature compared to other professions. However, it's reasonable for people to have different opinions on where to draw the line. Number 4, corporate therapists. Our next six-figure career under the microscope is corporate therapy.
Now, for those in need of help with their mental health, seeking out a therapist is a critical first step. The problem is getting an appointment can feel impossible. More than 60% of psychologists are too booked to take new patients. That is the information that we are just getting in from the American Psychological Association. They say in the next 2 years, the amount of psychologists could also be at an all-time low when people need them most.
Money is an extra taboo topic in our field because we live with the sentiment that we didn't get into the mental health field to make money. We got into the field because we want to help people, which is probably very true, but we also deserve, as master level clinicians, to make a living wage. I don't think that's too much to ask. So it begs the question, how much do therapists actually make? So on the high end, you could work for yourself in private practice and probably make 6 figures.
Reports show these professionals can rake in a cool $205K median salary. Not too shabby for listening to employee problems all day, right? But before you quit your job to become a corporate therapist, Let's actually take a look at what the role entails. Spoiler alert. It might not be as cushy as it sounds. Between listening to Karen from accounting vent about her annoying coworkers and helping Bill from marketing process his childhood trauma, the therapist's job takes its toll. But in all seriousness, corporate therapists do provide valuable counseling services to help staffers deal with stress, mental health issues, and other personal challenges. They conduct individual and group sessions at the office or remotely. While an important function to support employees' wellness, the day-to-day responsibilities don't seem to demand the skills of a Fortune 500 CEO. I don't picture corporate therapists leading big, important conferences or brokering seven-figure deals over lunch. Not that there's anything wrong with that. It's a valid debate whether occupations centered around listening and supporting deserve salaries higher than most Americans will ever dream of. But I wouldn't want to spend my days handling other people's problems either. So what do I know? The point is that while corporate therapy plays an invaluable role, some question if the workload truly matches the large compensation. But maybe they know secrets that pay off their salary, or maybe they're just better listeners than I am. You be the judge. Number 3, chiropractors. Next, we examine nurse anesthetists, who reportedly take home a very comfortable $203K average salary. But for that pay, they must spend long days in the operating room assisting with surgeries.
My journey into nursing was a second career. I got my master's degree in nurse anesthesia, and I became a CRNA. I'm in the operating room, beat to beat with that patient, one-on-one, making sure that they're safe.
Specifically, cases can span 14 hours as anesthetists work with surgeons and monitor patients under the effects of anesthesia. It's a big responsibility to ensure operations progress smoothly and lives remain stable. That said, some argue overseeing anesthesia for lengthy procedures, while important, does not align with the intensive executive duties typical of a $200K salary earner. Nurse anesthetists are ultimately supporting surgeons' work rather than leading complex surgeries independently. However, others note the role requires years of intensive education, including graduate nursing degrees and clinical training. Constant certification and specialization maintenance are also mandatory to ensure optimal safety practices are followed. Furthermore, 14-hour shifts spent immersed in high-pressure situations like surgeries would be draining for even the most dedicated medical professionals. Burnout is a real risk.
How much money does a nurse anesthetist make per year? According to the latest data from the Bureau of Labor Statistics, CRNAs earn the highest salary among all nursing types in the United States. In 2017, CRNAs earn an average salary of $169,450 per year and an average hourly wage of $81.47. Many nursing students are drawn to this specialty because of the high salary, but you don't always want to pick a specialty based on how much you will make. In fact, CRNA school is known to be extremely challenging, and CRNAs, many of them work very grueling, intense work schedules. Nevertheless, if you are interested in this profession, it does pay well. And according to the Bureau of Labor Statistics, this profession is expected to grow about 16% between the years of 2016 to 2026.
Overall, reasonable minds can disagree on how anesthetist compensation stacks up given their vital yet collaborative functions in the operating room. While not downplaying their responsibilities, some question if the pay truly merits the duties on balance. But no easy answers exist. Number 1. Oral surgeons. With average salaries pushing a cool $239K, oral surgeons find themselves under scrutiny as our highest paid job. But how much skill really goes into plucking wisdom teeth all day? It's undeniable these professionals invest big time and money into their educations. Dental school alone takes 4 years of postgraduate, plus intensive surgical residencies are the norm, so their expertise shouldn't be doubted. Nevertheless, some argue much of an oral surgeon's daily routine involves basic extractions and fairly straightforward procedures versus pioneering new techniques at the cutting, no pun intended, edge of dentistry.
So oral surgery, better known as OMFS, is a subspecialty of dentistry that combines the healing touch of medicine and also the artistry of dentistry.
Now extraction may not be brain surgery, but it does require sharp instruments to be skillfully wielded millimeters from important nerves inside squirmy patients' mouths, and infections or complications still need managing. Whether extracting a molar truly equals over $200K value each year is debatable, but oral pros do face malpractice risks, operating costs, and demands on their time outside the clinic too. Other honorable mentions include wrestlers, Hollywood actors, and astronauts, to mention a few. That's it for today's video. What are your thoughts? Let us know in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. Your support helps us reach more people with our content. Thanks for watching, and consider watching our other videos right here.